Welcome to This is Douglas County. I'm your host, Rick Martin. The American Red Cross is a well-known organization that provides emergency assistance, disaster relief, and disaster preparedness education. The donors, volunteers, and employees share a collective mission of preventing and relieving suffering for homes and communities around the world. Today, I am joined in the studio with one of its hardworking employees, American Red Cross External Communications Manager, Renika McFall. This is Douglas County. Ms. McFall, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Tell me a little bit for our audience what you do.
I am a spokesperson for the American Red Cross. I manage the communications when it comes to our blood services. So I am the person that tells Georgia that we are in need for blood.
Awesome, awesome. And speaking of the need, Douglas County government has sort of reignited a relationship with the American Red Cross and being a host site for donations. Tell me a little bit about why does the American Red Cross have a critical need for blood and platelet donations?
Well, there's always a constant need for blood, especially around the winter and the summertime. So we like to encourage donors who are eligible to donate blood every 56 days. And if you're not able to donate blood, you can host a blood drive just like yourself by visiting redcrossblood.org/host-a-drive.
Gotcha. Why were fewer donations collected?
Well, you know, during the winter time, people are traveling, they're on vacation, they're dealing with the holidays. They're not really thinking about the need for blood. But our patients, they don't get that time off. So I want it to be a constant thought. You want to constantly replenish the blood supply that's on the shelves. So every 56 days, if you're able to donate blood, please do so.
So how bad is this situation? Because we hear it often, especially local news, television stations and what have you.
Around the winter time, we had collected about 900 fewer blood donations here in Georgia.
Wow.
And every day, Georgia must collect 538 blood donations. Nationwide, we must collect 13,000 blood donations. So as you can see, Georgia is very important that our Georgia donors come out every day.
Can you talk a little bit about who needs the blood and platelet transfusions?
Absolutely. Think about your sickle cell patients, your cancer patients, heart surgeries, pregnancies. People may have complicated pregnancies after or before birth. Those are the many different reasons that you can donate blood, or the reasons why you want to donate blood. I know for me, my uncle, when I was a young girl, he was in a motorcycle accident, and for 3 days, he couldn't have his surgery because there were no blood on the shelves. Thankfully, he's still alive with us today, but if it wasn't for those blood donors, he wouldn't be.
So how could a shortage impact hospital patients?
Sometimes surgeries would have to be postponed. Sometimes sickle cell patients would have to wait for those blood transfusions. And every day means life. So it's very important that we constantly have that blood that we need.
So having you as a guest is a great opportunity to share the message and get your message out, especially to Douglas County citizens. How else are you guys really working to get the word out?
We use our email marketing. We have our telecommunications team that constantly call donors. We're also using digital ads and Facebook and social media and Twitter. Our blood service account is Red Cross Blood GA, so you guys can follow us on Twitter. And on Facebook is American Red Cross Blood Donors. So we're doing the most we can to get out there. 80% of our blood drives are sponsored by blood drive coordinators like yourself. So if you would like to host a blood drive, that's even better. I'm calling for organizations like Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Delta Sigma Theta, all these different organizations, or even school organizations. If you are maybe just yourself would like to host a blood drive, you can. You can also host a virtual blood drive. That's called our Sleeves Up campaign. You can host a blood drive from one area, and people around the world can donate to your blood drive. So if you would like to be a part of that, you can visit redcrossblood.org/sleevesup.
Wow.
There's so many ways to get involved.
Really, it sounds so. What blood types are most needed?
Type O is most needed. Type O positive can be transfused into any Rh positive patient. And type O negative, that is what emergency personnel reaches for in a dire need when there's no time to determine a blood type. So if you are a type O positive, a type O negative blood, you want to download the Red Cross Blood Donor app so you can get that reminder every 56 days to donate blood.
How much blood is needed?
Every day, about 13,000 blood donors are needed, but in Georgia, it's 538 every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Why are platelet donations needed?
Platelets are the clotting component that is used, and that is our cancer kicker. So if you are familiar with a breast cancer survivor, colon cancer, my grandma, she was a colon cancer fighter. That is what platelets are for. So as you go into Breast Cancer Awareness Month and all those different things, you can donate platelets. It takes a little bit longer to donate platelets, but the one thing about Red Cross, we make sure that you're so comfortable, you can even watch TV and Netflix while you're donating donating platelets.
Wow. What is a Power Red donation? Explain that, please.
A Power Red is when you're giving twice as much. So if you are AB positive, or if you are eligible to donate blood, or you're a healthy donor, and then you want to give twice as much, once you sign up for your blood donation and you go to your blood donation center, let them know that you would like to be a Power Red donor. I guarantee you afterwards you're going to get some cookies and maybe a free t-shirt afterwards.
Wow. So those who are watching right now,
Yeah.
or watching online,
Yeah.
and they want to sign up, and they're encouraged and inspired to sign up and really try to save lives, what advice would you give them? If someone wanted to sign up, how do they sign up? What's the best way?
You want to visit redcrossblood.org, enter in your zip code to find the nearest blood drive near you, but the best advice I would give is that you're only taking a pinch to help save a life. That's all it takes. The blood donation itself takes about 8 to 10 minutes. The entire process is about an hour. But just an hour of your time is helping to save lives. And every day I hear stories, because I work for the Red Cross, about why blood donations are needed. And if you want to hear those stories, we have stories of hope that are online as well that can help encourage you. But I want you to think about it before it personally affects you or someone around you. So every 56 days, just get in the habit of donating blood.
How do I know if I'm eligible?
If you are in generally good health, you are eligible to donate blood, but all eligibility questions can be found on redcrossblood.org/eligibility.
Wow. Why are blood drive hosts so important to the blood supply?
They are so important. Blood drive hosts, they take up about 80% of blood drives around the world. So if it wasn't for volunteer donors or volunteer blood drive hosts like yourself, where would we be? So if you are, if you have a big following on social media, or maybe if you're someone like me with just a regular job that wants to give back, pastors at churches, organizations like Alpha Kappa Alpha and Delta Sigma Theta, we are calling and asking for you guys to host blood drives every 56 days.
So how does someone sign up to host a drive?
You can visit redcrossblood.org/host-a-drive. You're entering your information. It's very simple, and within 24 hours, someone will reach out to you.
Can you talk a little bit about the benefits of hosting a drive?
Yes, absolutely. So hosting a drive, one, you're doing something for your community, and you're not only bringing awareness to the cause, but you're bringing awareness to your organization benefiting that cause. So it's kind of like a win-win. And if your blood drive is big enough, kind of like the Atlanta Braves, the Atlanta Braves blood drive is held every June. It's like the second Saturday of June, and all of the major media outlets sponsor it. So as your blood drive grows and as it gets bigger, you can get more attention from it by having special guests, or maybe media awareness can come to that. So I'm just saying that it brings great awareness to not only what you're doing, but to your organization.
Why do you think more people don't host blood drives?
Honestly, because they just haven't been asked, or they're just not aware of it. What you're doing right now is helping to save lives. The Red Cross, we depend on our relationships. We depend on our community involvement. So it's that simple question is honestly because people are just not aware of it.
So you talked about the number of people who could host and what have you. I mean, could a resident host a blood drive?
Absolutely. Anyone can
Really?
host a blood drive. Once
Wow.
you fill out the information, someone will come out there, like an account manager, to inspect your area to make sure everything is good and clear to go. Of course, you know, we are regulated by the FDA, so safety is first. But once that happens, it's pretty simple to get a blood drive up and running.
How long is the average blood drive, would you say?
Average blood drive can actually range within 12 hours, depends on what the organization would like. But the average blood drive is probably about 5 to 6 hours.
Wow. Is there anything that I haven't covered that you think? I mean, it seems like we covered so much.
Yeah, I mean,
Such a quick
I want to talk about the app a little bit more. I
Yeah.
think we're in that day and age where digital is just that way of life. So you can visit redcrossblood.org, or you can go to your app store, your Google store, download the Red Cross Blood Donor app. And if you've never donated blood before, once you do have that first completed blood donation, your blood type actually will come up on the app. And you actually can track where your blood is going, so you can see how many lives you're really saving. So
Really?
you want to download that blood donation app, even if you haven't donated blood before, just so you can kind of check it out. And then once you actually complete your blood donation, you'll really see the benefits of having that app.
So you're saying after donating blood, you're able to see how many lives
Yeah,
you've helped save?
absolutely. It actually tells you where and who got your blood.
Wow. Is there a minimum age to donating blood?
Yes, absolutely. The age is 16 with parent consent, but the typical age is over 17.
Really? That young? Okay. Okay. Wow. Miss McFall, tell me a little bit about how did you join the Red Cross?
Well, it's like a full circle. I'm from Biloxi, Mississippi, and when I was in high school, Hurricane Katrina happened, and we lost just about everything. We was at my neighborhood church for about 3 months, and the only people that came to check in on us was the Red Cross. And so my mom, once she retired from school, from teaching, she decided to work for the Salvation Army, and that's kind of how we got back involved with nonprofit. And then when I came to Atlanta and I found out about the Red Cross, I was like, there's no better job. The Red Cross is full of passion, it's full of purpose, and I wake up every day to do what I love for a better cause. There's no better job. So I'm
Wow.
so thankful to be here.
Wow, glad to have you here. And you kind of sort of took me back because during Hurricane Katrina, I was working at CNN at the time and ended up going to New Orleans,
Yeah.
you know, and working out of our Gulf Coast Bureau. And it was an experience I could never forget, like many people.
Yeah.
So, you know, but I'm glad the American Red Cross found you.
Yeah,
in a
me
way.
too. They reached out via LinkedIn. I ran my own PR agency before coming here, and I got married, and I wanted to take a break from my agency, and I updated my LinkedIn, and the recruiter reached out, and I'm like, the American Red Cross? Absolutely. And so the process started, and I've been here for 2 years.
Oh, man. So you've been with the Red Cross for 2
Yeah,
years?
and I
Wow.
really enjoy it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. If you had any recommendation for someone that wants to join the Red Cross, what would you recommend to them?
Volunteer. We are in need of volunteers. The majority of the Red Cross, we have more volunteers than employees. The Red Cross is ran by volunteers. And so if it's laid on your heart to work for the Red Cross, then don't fight it. Come on in. We need you. It's calling you, and I'll be here ready to shake your hand.
Wow. Ms. McFall, it was such a pleasure to have you and have you as part of This is Douglas County.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
having me.
much. Thank you.